Rovers linked with a hotshot striker, or forward, should I say, from League One, but technically he's in the Championship from a relegated Premier League side. Who we're talking about? We'll get into it, all of it, next. Video today, we're taking a look at a latest transfer rumour linking with Blackburn Rovers and a forward who can score goals. That's right. Who am I talking about? We'll get into it, all of it, in a second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button. You want to stop shop for Blackburn Rovers is right here under one Rooski. Today, we're going to take a little look at John Mcatee. That's right, the player, the forward that's on the books of Luton Town, who were in the Premier League last season. But just don't get too excited just a second. We'll get into all of that in a minute. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe and you want to stop shop for Rovers, it's right here. And again, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. So let's take a look at the article, just in case you think I'm bullshitting you. It is a rumour. We've got a link, a source here, coming at you from the 72, who probably stealed this from HITC Sport, who got that from somebody else. But anyway, John Mcatee was on the books at Barnsley last season and got himself a few goals. And I'm actually, don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit excited about this one. But we have competition. Plymouth, Wrexham, Derby, Bolton, Portsmouth, Millwall, they're all interested. So where are we going to fit in that? Well, it's going to be tough. So what would he bring to the table? Well, today we're going to do a deep dive on this fella, John Mcatee. So let's get into it and have a look at what we're talking about. Here he is. He's 24 years of age, a whopping 180 centimetres tall, can play as a striker, second striker, and is right-footed. He joined Luton Town back in August 2022, and he can play in this. And I'm going to dub it the Sam Smodic role, and we'll get into that in a minute. So this is, of course, his statistics right here, or his attributes: 64 strength on attacking, 45 creativity, 35 defending, 45 tackling, and 55 technique. Now, this, of course, was his statistics last season. He played whopping 40 times, 31 starts, 66 minutes on average. He was in the team of the week just once. He scored 12 times, remember, as a second striker or as an attacking midfielder, depending on how you look at it. With goals inside the box, 9 of them. Outside the box, 3 of them. Big chances missed, though, 15. He was 4 assists as well, so on average, 16 goal assists combined from the fellow there. Pass success rate, 74% pass success rate, 83% success rate in his own half, 66 in the opposition half. Long balls, just 48% as well. Defending, he's got some defending stats there. 1 penalties committed, not great. Dribbles, 62% successful dribbles. Total duels, 38%. 6 yellow cards to his name. This is his heat map for the season. He gets all over the place. Look at that, absolutely all over the place. And I think that's something that we want to see from all of our players this season, is to be committed to the project, committed to the team, committed to the badge. Now, let's take a look at the track record for this guy. He was on the books of Grimsby, and he was a pretty successful player for Grimsby. And again, he has played at the lower levels, never got a game for Luton, despite being on the books now for 2 seasons. But he has scored goals for Barnsley, scored goals for Grimsby. And look at this. Look at his strings to his bow. He can play all over the place. A centre forward, second striker, Sam Smodic role right there. It spells it out for you. Attacking midfield on the left or on the right. He's got versatility in him, and I like that in buckets. And as you can see, he's never played beyond League One level. Scored a load of goals in League One, League Two, the National League. Shipped him with some playoff goals as well. So he has experience in that. Was on the books of the Premier League club Luton, but never played a game for him. Scored goals in FA Cup as well. This is where we're at here. He has been linked with League One clubs again. He's never made it on the Championship. This would be a perfect opportunity for him to make that step up, and I think he can make that step up. And I think Blackburn Rovers would be a good fit for him. So let's take a closer look at him as well. Of course, his valuation has not really changed over the years. It's kind of just, it's around about value at £300,000. That, I think there is, again, I didn't read the article. I just look at the headline, but if anything, we're not going to loan this guy. I don't think this would make sense loaning him unless there's sort of some sort of small fee or whatever. I don't want to loan him. I want him to, if we are going to take him on the club here at Ewood Park, it has to be a permanent deal. It has to be a permanent deal because it's just nonsense. I wouldn't want to give him the season. He goes back to Luton, whatever, and we don't get any benefit from it whatsoever. So valuation wise, it's pretty much 300,000. So I am comparing him to the current goal scoring machine, Sam Smodic. It is feeling likely that Ipswich Town could be the venue for Sam Smodic for the season. They're the only one that's made an offer right now. We would get some money. You know, it's looking over 6 million, which is a little bit of a slap in the dick, to be honest with you. I think we should be getting at least 10. I know that might be a stretch, but, Golden Boot winner last season, of course, tenacity about him. So anyway, I think we get the cash, we splash it on this John Mcatee fella. And let's take a look at the reasons why here. So he is taller of that of Sam Smodic. He's the same foot, right foot, and he is 4 years younger. Plays in the same sort of position as Sam Smodic, and I think this is a perfect step up for him. Is John Mcatee. As you can see from the statistics, what are we looking at? 234 minutes per goal for Sam Smodic. John Mcatee, 301 minutes per goal. It's not too insanely different in that regard. And again, League One, League Two similar sort of track records for the course of time as well. I think there's something to work with John Mcatee. I think he could, especially when we're trying to find some diamonds in the rough, because Sam Smodic was a diamond in the rough. We paid a couple million for him. Realistically, it does hurt me to think that if we're gonna cash in on him or sell him for 6 million. I think that's definitely an insult. I think we need to see more of that, because I fear that Peterborough would also get a significant chunk of that. So we may end up not getting all for Sam Smodic at the end of the day. So that's my worry. We need some money, and the way we run like a bunch of clowns. The people that run us are stupid, daft, whatever you want to call it, just have not got a clue. And I think they'll just take whatever, and we're not going to see any return on it. And that, again, we'll stay on big picture. That cannot happen. We've not invested in the club already. It's 3 weeks to the start of the season, back end of July. There's been cockle movement at Blackburn Rovers. Even the players that we had on the books, John Fleck, Carl McFadden, there's been no movement on that to see if they're going to be playing for Blackburn Rovers next season. So the fact that we're likely to sell our top scorer from last season, who blew the division away with goals for a team that was struggling, for 6 million, and the likelihood is Peterborough will get a good chunk of that and leave us with bare minimum. And again, the likelihood of us seeing any of that is ridiculous. But if there is some sort of money to come out of it, and I don't know why we are being held to ransom at the moment, because we sold Adam bloody Wharton for 20 odd million. We got the David Raya money. With this money, we realistically should have had a nice kitty of 10 million pounds, you would think. And that's me being conservative, giving the rest of the money, 20 odd some million to the Venkies to do whatever they will. But we've got nothing. We've got nothing at the moment. And for me, that's ridiculous. We sold our top asset, one of our own, 20 million. You would think we would have some money. Absolutely joke. Anyway, let's take a look at these kids. The final graphic here. I can't remember now, really, but they both got attacking of 64 here. I believe the blue is that of Sam Smodic. Very similar in defending and tackling. Technique is the same. Creativity may be a little bit off, but realistically, 300,000. That's peanuts. If we can get that deal, we can get some money together. Let's go out and get Mcatee. I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard this signing. I think it makes sense. Financial bit of sense. I think he scored a good amount of goals, and he's a good age. Will he have Sam Smodic effect? No, not necessarily, but he's definitely a player that can offer something for us moving forward. That's my take on it. Make sure you get your own opinions down below. Do you agree, John Mcatee, to come join us at Ewood Park? Or do you think we should be putting the money elsewhere? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. We'll, of course, catch you later with the next transfer rumour right here at Blackburn Roverseas. Until then, subscribe, smash like, catch you later. But until then, guys and girls, we are done.